As blockchain technology becomes more popular, you may have heard the term dApp being used. It stands for Decentralized Application and is a new kind of software program that runs on a blockchain rather than on a centralized server. But what exactly does that mean? And how is a dApp different from a regular app? Let's break it down. To understand what a dApp is, it helps to first understand how regular centralized apps work. A centralized app, like Instagram, Facebook, or your online banking app, is controlled by a company. That company owns the app's servers, controls the data, and decides how the app works. If the company goes offline or shuts down the app, users lose access. A decentralized application, on the other hand, doesn't rely on a single company or server. Instead, it runs on a blockchain, which is a type of distributed ledger. Blockchains are made up of many computers called nodes all over the world, which work together to store and verify data. This makes dApps more resistant to censorship, fraud, and downtime. A dApp must meet certain criteria to be considered truly decentralized. These include open source. The code is visible to the public, allowing anyone to inspect or contribute to it. Decentralized. The app operates on a blockchain, which means no single person or group has full control. Incentivized. Users and developers may be rewarded with digital tokens for contributing to or using the dApp. Immutable data. Once data is added to the blockchain, it cannot be altered, making records secure and transparent. Most dApps are built on existing blockchains such as Solana, Ethereum, or Polygon. These blockchains offer platforms that developers can use to write smart contracts, which are self-executing pieces of code that live on the blockchain. Let's say you use a dApp for lending and borrowing cryptocurrency. Instead of relying on a bank to handle transactions, the smart contract on the blockchain enforces the rules. If you meet the requirements, the contract automatically releases the funds, no middleman required. People use dApps for several reasons, such as ownership of data. You control your data and assets. Censorship resistance. No central authority can block access or change the rules. Transparency. All transactions are visible on the blockchain. Security. Blockchain's cryptographic nature makes it difficult to tamper with data. However, dApps also face challenges like scalability, user-friendliness, and higher transaction fees depending on the blockchain used. Let's look at 3 well-known dApps to understand their real-world use case. Uniswap. Uniswap is one of the most popular decentralized exchanges. It allows users to swap one cryptocurrency for another without needing a centralized exchange like Coinbase or Binance. Instead of relying on a company to manage liquidity, Uniswap uses automated market makers, which are smart contracts that set prices and match buyers and sellers. Because Uniswap runs entirely on the Ethereum blockchain, it operates 24/7 without a central authority. It's a core part of the DeFi movement, which aims to replace traditional financial systems with blockchain-based alternatives. OpenSea. OpenSea is the leading NFT marketplace. It allows users to buy, sell, and create NFTs, which are unique digital assets like art, music, collectibles, and more. Although OpenSea does have some centralized elements, the actual transactions happen on the blockchain. This means ownership of NFTs is provable and secure. Users can interact with OpenSea using Web3 wallets like MetaMask to sign transactions directly. Lens Protocol. Lens Protocol is a decentralized social media platform that gives users full control over their content and followers. Unlike traditional social media platforms where your data is stored on centralized servers, with Lens, your profile and posts are stored on the Polygon blockchain. What makes Lens unique is that your social identity is portable. If a new app is built on Lens, you can use your same followers and content across multiple platforms without starting over. This puts power back into the hands of the user, not the company. dApps represent an exciting shift in how we build and use software. By using blockchains and smart contracts, dApps aim to create a more open, secure, and user-controlled internet. While the technology is still evolving, popular dApps like Uniswap, OpenSea, and Lens show how decentralization can transform finance, art, and even social media. As blockchain adoption grows, dApps could become just as common as traditional apps, offering users more freedom, privacy, and control. That is all for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.